Then I'll.
Okay, Brother Nirmal, can I have one question?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I was out. I just came, and tomorrow we are going to do fasting. So can I go now, or you want me to be here?
Oh, sure. If you want to go, you can go. Thank you for coming, Dada. Yeah.
No problem. We always next time I will, because I was traveling, so I was little hurry. Did not we are be tomorrow is fasting day for us. So okay.
No problem.
Okay, namaskar to you all. See you. Nice to see you all.
Baba Namo Kevalam. Baba Nam 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 Kevalam. Okay, namaskar. So today we will continue with nonviolent communication. So hopefully, Japesh will present on observing without evaluation. Supposedly, Aditya will do chapter 4 on identifying and expressing feelings. But let's see. Otherwise, we will have just practicum, just role playing, and then we will stop. Okay, Japesh, the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
All right, today I'll be discussing observations. So it's the first component of the 4 components of the nonviolent communication process: observations, feelings, needs, and requests. Generally, when we observe something, we tend to evaluate. We sort of have a bias, we have a judgment. So the main objective of the chapter is to distinguish, make ourselves aware of when we're actually observing something objectively, or do we actually have an evaluation? I can't help but be reminded of certain teachings in spiritual practices where I know in Buddhism, a lot of the effort is to try to see things as they are, as opposed to having a judgment. Rather than seeing something as good or bad, do we actually see something for what it is? And, even within the Ananda Marga tradition, not recently, but, you sort of want to see everyone, whether they're a janitor or even the president, you give them the same level of respect and honor when you interact with them, when you see them, however you're thinking about them. So the author emphasizes that observations are important to clearly express how we are to another person. When we combine observation with evaluation, it decreases the likelihood others will hear our intended message. Instead, they hear criticism. And it's not just negative evaluations. Positive evaluations can have the same effect in terms of distracting us from the truth of the situation. So page 28 has a statement from Krishnamurti. he once remarked that observing without evaluating is the highest form of human intelligence. And when the author first read the statement, he immediately thought, what nonsense. And then he realized that was actually an evaluation. So it's almost like it's very automatic in us until we have that awareness of what's actually going on behind how we're observing anything. And then he goes on to an example where he visits a school. So there was a principal and his teachers, and the teachers were unhappy with the principal. They thought he talked too much, and they only had very negative impressions of him. But the principal never knew, because any feedback he ever got from his teachers were judgments. Examples such as he talks too much, as opposed to actually identifying, because the principal would go off into stories about his past, his time during the war. So until you objectively mention what is happening, people will not hear our intended message. So what I'd like to do, there are some examples that the author provides in distinguishing observations from evaluations. So he has some observations with evaluations mixed in. I'm going to read the statement, and then if someone can help respond with how can you say it without the evaluation mixed in. So he has examples of that, but it's very open. You can come up with anything at all that would fit the statement, but just try to make it objective. The first one, you are too generous. So that's an observation with an evaluation mixed in. Can someone give me a statement where you are too generous could be an observation separated from evaluation? Marina?
You are generous.
I'm sorry?
You are generous without two.
Well, you are generous still sort of has an evaluation in that, I think, as opposed to something objective. Like what did you notice that makes you think the person is generous? So let's say you see someone always donating to charity. I notice you give to charity on a weekly basis. See how it doesn't have,
Yes.
like, as opposed to that. Next one, Doug procrastinates.
You can select anyone, Japesh. If they're a little shy, you can help them by.
Okay.
There's no
So
problem.
I'll just go in a circle from everyone.
That's
Swasti,
fair.
you are top left. So Doug procrastinates. How can we make that an observation?
It's name. It's name or it's dog?
Well, someone is stating
Procrastinate.
Doug procrastinates. So you see how it sort of it has a judgment mixed into that.
You're coming late almost each day, 5 or 10 minutes late for the work. Like you mentioned specifically.
Yeah, I mean.
Or procrastination actually is, or you still promising to put the Christmas tree outside. This is first thought came in my mind. You mentioned like specific, so you, for example, the Christmas tree is still inside the room in the hall, and then you saying to someone you still promising to put Christmas tree outside, but nothing changed. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're objectively stating. You say every day, and the Christmas tree is still there for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Next one, immigrants don't take care of their property. Marina, you already mentioned something. Tejashri?
So example, if I don't care of my property, I
So
didn't
what?
get it.
So here it says immigrants don't take care of their property. What did we notice about their property that might lead us to that conclusion? Like, what did we see about the immigrants' property that leads us to make that assessment?
About property, you mean like land or what property?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So you're looking at a family's house. They recently moved to the country, and you came to the conclusion that they don't take care of their property.
like they don't cut the grass. Maybe
Yeah,
if the tree fallen from the wind and they don't pick it up, I mean the tree, you know.
yeah. I mean that's pretty much it. You got the general idea. Like you notice, they haven't cut their grass all summer, type of thing.
Don't paint the fence. Don't fix the fence.
Exactly. Next one. Hank Smith is a poor soccer player. Nirmal.
So, when you did this game on Sunday, you didn't exactly score 4 out of 5 penalties. So, it's worse than last month. So, it's kind of like this. I noticed that another way, maybe sometimes when, for example, like you are generous, it's a good acknowledgement. Of course, it's an evaluation, but it's good, I think. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I think it's tricky here. We have to be objective, but at the same time, not to cut person to the bone, if you know what I mean. Like, not to be mean with being objective. Like, be able to kind of be neutral, inquisitive, and like non-violent, like well-intentioned, I think. And that's another important point. Like, I
Yeah.
could just say, you didn't score 4 out of 5, like without, I just can't even do it without emotions. You didn't score 4. I just can't even do it. You came late to work 30 minutes, 2 weeks in a row. I have it recorded on the camera. If you want to see the records, just call this number 6478.
And yeah, it seems like it's important because the situations we tend to need to use nonviolent communication. It seems like it's not the most smooth type of interaction. So these strategies seem to help resolve or get to the bottom of whatever we're trying to fix. Then you seldom do what I want. Elena, I don't know if you're there.
Yeah. You seldom do what you want?
You seldom do what I want.
Oh, okay. Maybe
So you say to somebody that
yesterday,
they never do what. So go ahead.
Yeah, I got it. So maybe, so I asked you yesterday, I asked you a favor to, I don't know, to take to pick up my books from the library, and you didn't do that. Today morning, I asked you to send me an important file, and you didn't do that, and so on. So just some specific examples. So it looks like you do not pay enough attention to my to what I am ask you to do for me.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. And I know it seems kind of like odd just mentioning the observation, but I think once we bring in the feelings, needs, requests, then everything sort of all makes more sense after the objective observation. He frequently comes over. Swasti. He frequently comes over.
Comes over, like, what does
He
it
frequently comes over to my house
Okay.
or wherever.
I mentioned that your friend very often comes to our house, and I don't feel comfortable when he's visiting so many times because we need to keep our privacy. Could you please
But
tell me?
even so many times or often, to someone 3 times could be often, to someone 10 times.
Oh
to
yeah, that's
one,
true.
you know what I mean?
I mentioned that your friend comes to our house like 5, 6 times a week. I think this is pretty much visits. I think we should keep our privacy, our space more. We have to have
Mhm.
our space. Could
Yeah.
you please tell your friend to come less times than 5, 6 times a week?
Let's bring in other elements into it, but stating or observing that he comes over 5 times a week, that is very objective, free from the sort of conclusion or even judgment bias type of thing.
You have to like mention specific, like your observation, right? Like, and tell specific.
Yeah, very seems like objective. You're noticing this.
Right.
You're noticing something as opposed to what you think about it or how you feel about it yet. I think that comes after. So now there's 10 statements. Anyone can just mention whether they think it's an observation or an evaluation. John was angry with me yesterday for no reason. Observation or evaluation. John was angry with me yesterday for no reason.
A little bit of an evaluation.
Yes. Second one. Yesterday evening, Nancy bit her fingernails while watching television.
Observation.
That's observation.
Yes. Right? So just noticed she bit her fingernails. Very objective. Sam didn't ask for my opinion during the meeting.
I think it's observation.
Observation, yeah. My father is a good man.
Evaluation.
Evaluation, yeah, exactly. Good man. Like what does he actually do to make you feel that he's a good man, right? That would be more objective. Janice works too much.
Evaluation.
Yeah, I agree.
Evaluation.
That's observation.
Definitely. Henry is aggressive.
Evaluation.
Evaluation. Pam was first in line every day this week.
That's observation.
Observation, yep. My son often doesn't brush his teeth.
like
Evaluation.
evaluation.
Did you say evaluation or observation?
Evaluation.
Evaluation, yeah. It's the often part that makes it more an evaluation, as opposed to noticing, my son did not brush his teeth any day this week, 5 days this week, type of thing. That would be more observation. Luke told me I didn't look good in yellow. This one was where I had a little conflict with the author's assessment, but I'm curious to see what everyone thinks. Luke told me I didn't look good in yellow.
It's an
Evaluation.
observation of an evaluation.
Ours, that's interesting. Evaluation. Anyone else?
Evaluation.
I would say it's evaluation.
Evaluation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, evaluation, because it did not look good.
I personally thought it was an evaluation, but the author is saying it's an observation. But someone looking good in a color, I feel like it's a subjective assessment, right? So
But it's an observation. It's author's observation of somebody's evaluation. That's the tricky
Exactly.
part.
so I think
Yeah.
Nirmal got it.
I only got it because after meditation. Otherwise, I remember I took this test. I failed almost all of them. I like made many mistakes.
But yeah, no, that was tricky.
I think it
And-
very much also depends on the emotion with which you give the observation. Like if you're just robotic in your observation, you can really piss off somebody, or you can really be very much violent with it. You
With
know
how
what I
you
mean?
mentioned statement, you mean?
Yeah, even with
Mhm.
being very objective. Well, you came late 5 hour, 5 day. You came late by 5 minutes. You see, like I'm evaluating somebody with emotion. Like
Mhm.
objectively, I'm that like that's what passive aggression is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm objective in my speech, but my
The
emotion is
tone says a lot, right?
yeah. Emotion is very it's how we accentuate it.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's not what you say, it's always how you say it, right? Like the intention behind those words.
It's both, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why it's tricky.
Hence the foundation of compassion. I think that is very important. Great that we touched upon those topics as well. And the final one, my aunt complains when I talk with her.
Evaluation.
Yeah, it's an evaluation, like complains. What is she actually saying that we come to the conclusion that she's complaining? So that seemed to be the objective of the chapter, just start off being able to determine or distinguish between observations and evaluations. Yeah, thanks for everyone's participation, but that's it for chapter 3.
That's very good. Thank you. That's an evaluation, right? That took 30 minutes, Japesh.
Oh, really?
No. No, maybe 20.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm just trying to be objective here,
Observation, yes.
but it's difficult. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think it's impossible. The point is not, I think the point overall is not to be. I mean, listen, the first time, if I can be honest here, the first time I was reading the book, I tried to be very dogmatic, like try to put it, the point, but it's a formula. So he points to some things, but always we must kind of check it with our own personality and with our own conscience and heart, If you just follow the formula without heart and conscientiousness, maybe sometimes it will not work, I think it's very important, the intention. It's like, you know, ahimsa or nonviolence is the first yama, but the second niyama, yama. Sorry. It's called satya. Satya is benevolent intent. It's the intent. It's the compassion, like you said, Japesh. You really got it. It's the love and compassion. That's the key. Very good. So how is everyone feeling? Any questions for Japesh? Comments, feedback? I think that Aditya will not join us tonight, so let's do some practice, I suggest, if we want to do it. So I want to share something with you. Last time I talked to you about this. And I think I shared with you the nonviolent recording, right? Have you had a chance to see? Some of you have seen it? The recording, no, from the last year I did. So this is the presentation I did. It's technically following the meditation steps, what they did, the workshop in Russian. How do I... Okay, slideshow. Yeah, good. Okay, Swasti, can you read the slide, please?
What are the two principles that lie at the heart of nonviolent communication? Not harming others with actions, words, and thoughts. In practice, our speech is sincere and open, respect between the speakers, freedom to make charge of our own feelings, needs, and behavior, benevolent use of our speech. In practice, our speech is sincere, open, saves energy and time, makes our connections meaningful.
So probably the proper verb would be reserves energy and time, saves the speaker and listener. So it's concise. Okay, the second one is talking more about emotions, so maybe I'll touch upon this with this presentation today. Tejashri, can you please read this slide?
Emotions and feelings. Emotions. Physic process reflecting
Psychic,
subject.
it's not physic, it's psychic, mental.
Psychic, yeah, psychic process reflecting subjective relation of a human towards reality. Emotions, elementary form of experiencing the relationship towards objects and reality. Feelings, chronic physic expenses of a human that
Psychic experiences.
Chronic psychic experiences of a human that arise when a person satisfies or does not satisfy their social needs, love, recognition, and etc. Can you read this word?
Okay, repeat after me. Psyche.
Psyche.
Psyche,
This is
like psychology.
Yeah. Why is
Because for us Russians it's difficult to say because it's sometimes it's che, sometimes it's ke. So psyche.
Yeah, psyche. A set of emotional and soulful state of a human being.
Good. Marina, can you read this one, please?
What are the three components of human brain? Reptile's brain, it regulates physiological processes in the body, breath, heartbeat, digestion, procreation, and etc. It contains basic instincts. This brain is always active. Limbic system, emotional brain of mammals. It maintains a link between parents and their posterity with the support of basic emotions. It secures the survival of the entity species. It contains 90% of human emotions. This part of brain regulates humans' relationship towards objects and events. Neocortex, rational brain of primates. It allows for analysis, evaluation. It plays cognitive functions, attention, recollection, thinking, behavior control, understanding of abstract categories. This part of brain is the last to process information. It is not stable. When in danger, reptile's brain and limbic system take charge of making decisions. Analysis and thinking do not work when in danger.
Do you have any questions about this part, about those three compartments or parts of human brain? Have you heard about it? Darasadananda talks about it, yeah? Marina, you've heard?
Yes,
Where?
I don't remember.
Okay. Swasti, Tejashri, others, have you heard about it? Do I need to explain? Japesh, no. Okay, anybody else? Kamati, have you heard about it?
In some videos.
Yes, I do. Actually, I attended nonviolent communication course last year, and I started to discover this topic there, details.
Very good. Okay, thank you. Swasti?
I think in some video he mentioned about instinct and reptile brain.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure about others. Yeah, somewhere I think I heard.
Good. Yes. So there are three parts. Coming from the most primitive, reptile brain controls like physiological process, like body regulations, and also basic instincts. Have pleasure, so basically food, attraction, aversion, so going towards something or someone I love and going away from something that I hate, revulsion, okay? So sex, procreation, hunger, thirst, sleepiness, this is all reptile brain. Kamama kosha in yogic terminology, but this is like more in physiology, in biology, scientifically based. Many scientists quote it. Also, I think, what's his name? Dr. Sapolsky, I think, the famous psychologist from Stanford, who wrote the book "Who is Afraid of No? Why Zebras Don't Have Ulcers." Basically, the book is on the study of stress and why humans have more stress why we have more stress or feel more stress than animals, because we don't know how to deal with them most of the time. So limbic system is more of like emotional brain of mammals, so it's more a little bit more developed. So it has those functions. You think this one, a reptile, is like Swadhisthana chakra, second chakra. Crocodile, yes, yeah, like the cold-blooded guys. And the warm-blooded ones are corresponds to Manipura chakra, the first center, the limbic system, emotional brain. So mammals already have emotions, very hot emotions like attachment, what else? Fear, dissatisfaction, irritation, jealousy. Yeah? It contains 90% of human emotions. So, and neocortex is the rational brain of primates. It's quite a new thing. It allows for analysis, synthesis, evaluation, attention, recollection, thinking, behavior control, understanding of abstract categories. So I would argue possibly it corresponds to Anahata chakra, Viveka in Vairagya. Viveka is conscience, discernment, to understand, ability to understand what's good, what's not good, what should I do, what should I not, what should I avoid doing. Yeah. So very good. Japesh, can you read this one, please?
The importance of knowing the name of emotion. If we do not know the word for some event, object happening, then we are not aware of its existence. The more emotions we know, the better we understand how we feel and can self-regulate.
Good. Ekamati, please.
How to deal with our emotions. Physiology. Change habits or hormonal systems. Physical exercise, yoga asanas, healthy sleep, eating, relaxation, etc. Mindset work. Getting rid of what we don't want to focus on. Figuring out values, goals, ideals, priorities, education, culture, good company, and spiritual practices.
Any comments, questions? Maybe you have any other things how you think we can regulate our emotions?
Maybe hobbies.
Hobbies, like what, for
Like
example?
something you follow, something you like, music or dance or some art. Something like
Art,
painting,
like dancing, right? You dance.
dancing, yes.
It's the really interesting way to regulate emotions through physiology, but and also through psychological approach. Dramatic arts, music,
Right. Because you
singing.
find a way how to express your emotions, energy. I think it's very helpful.
Yes, you're right. It's the way to channelize it, to channelize, like from the word channel, canal.
Right. Yeah, yeah, that.
Wow, Japesh, that's a big bottle.
Yeah, that's my standard water bottle.
Barbie size. Okay. Ekamati. Oh no, Swasti, please.
How to learn in the speaker understands me. How to learn if the speaker understands me correctly. You can ask a person to repeat what you said. If you did not communicate what you wanted, you can use a phrase. I am grateful for that you just shared with me. I see that I didn't make myself clear enough. Please allow me to do it one more time.
Well, I mean, you can do it in your own language. This sounds robotic because it's a Russian to English translation, but yeah, Marina smiles. She smirks at this. It's not really good English. Yes, but thank you to the AI translators that we used because we lack them. Okay. Okay, Marina, can you read half of it and then Tanjashri will read another half? So can you finish at this one?
Okay. How not to get entangled with another person's emotions. Remember that emotions are complex, multi-layered. Indifference results when people don't notice us. Usually, indifference is hiding aggression. Aggression is hiding a grievance. Grievance results from the fear of losing contact and love. If we look deeper into the needs of a human, their primary need is love.
Okay, Tanjashri, continue, please.
When the needs are triggered and cannot be fulfilled, multi-layered emotional sprout. People show the facade mask, but they do not speak about what really matters to them.
Facade. Mm-hmm.
Facade, yeah, facade. The need for love is central, but the multi-layered mechanics of emotions prevent them from seeing it. People get and
It's a typo.
it's mistake.
It's a typo. It's a mistake.
We entangled with other person's emotions. Play indifferent indifferent, battling with aggression and feeling hurt, grievance.
So this is the dynamics of passive aggression or something like that. When we don't express emotions, we kind of keep them, burying them inside, but they're still there. Um, okay, let's try role playing because it gets just boring if we just read from the slides. Okay, now let's try this situation. Tejashri and Marina, you will be, how do you say, you will have a dialogue. So, Tejashri, can you be a mother? And Marina, can you be a daughter? Can you just do any situation where one is dissatisfied with someone? So let's.
Marina, you did not wash the dishes today. Look, in and also laundry is full.
Okay, and what is the goal of the conversation?
Okay, so the goal is the same. We have to use the I phrase expression. So you have to say your feeling, your need, request, no, observation, need, feeling, and request.
So I think that Jashri should say.
Yeah, right. Tejashi. So the way it works, okay, because Tejashi, she was not here last time. So you have to, yeah, she did not wash your dishes, but you have to say it properly. Okay, just one moment. Tejashi, in whatever you say, you have to use just non-judgmental observation. Just kind of tell her what you observe. Tell her how you feel about it. Connect it with what you need, and then make a request. Okay? Tejashi. So yeah.
Yeah.
Observation,
Observation.
feeling,
Should I say
need.
what I observe
Yes.
or it should be better way?
No, you should say what you observe.
Mm. Marina, looks like dishes is not clean, so maybe you did not feel well today to do a chore.
Okay, good, but connect it to your own feelings. Tell her how you feel about it, how you, Tejashi, feel about it. What emotion do you feel? Name it.
Okay, I feel kind of tired to wash the dishes after you. But you know, it depends on also my day. In reality, if I feel good, I would not even tell. I just would wash, and it did not even like think about it.
Okay, that's good. Now let's do the opposite. Now let's do different. Now, Marina with Japesh, okay? Now you are dissatisfied with Japesh. I don't know what your relationship is. You establish it. Or no, Swasti, tell me what the relationship between in this role play. What is the relationship between Marina and Japesh in this situation?
Japesh and Marina, maybe brother and sister.
Good, perfect. Go ahead, guys. So Marina is the one who will use this technique now.
I guess I'll be the dissatisfied brother.
No. She will use it. She will be dissatisfied. She
Yeah.
will have this.
So Japesh, I noticed that you are forgetting to turn off a computer in our room all the time. And I feel sad about the fact that we need to pay more bills. I really need to spend less time working for paying the bills. Could you please notice this and correct your behavior?
Well, since you asked me so nicely, I will pay attention and turn off the computer next time. Even though the computer doesn't use much energy anyways, and it goes into a sleep mode, I will still fulfill your request.
Okay, good. That's good. That's good. All right. Okay, fine. Swasti, let's do one with you and Akamati. Actually, let's not just practice this technique. Let's practice. No, it's good. We're still using it to process different emotions. Okay, Swasti and Akamati. I want Swasti to use the same thing. So you are dissatisfied with Akamati. Decide what you feel. You feel very strongly, and it's a negative emotion. And Japesh, please give them a relationship, Akamati and Swasti. Who are they to each other?
Best friends
Okay.
who have a disagreement about where to go for the weekend.
Okay.
Oh, Akamate, I can see that you striving to go to the cinema coming up weekend, and I feel the movie that you want to go is not. I'm not really interested. It makes me feel bored to just sit in a cinema and watch movie. I really would like to do some physical activities like rolling skating. Would you mind if we change our plans and go for something else? Are you up to? Let me know, please.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I really value that you share with me your needs and your wishes. And for sure, I'm ready to discuss and choose something that will be okay for both of us. So, because, much more.
That's great. Maybe
Yeah.
next time we can go see.
That's good, guys. That's good. Thank you for sharing. Swasti, but still I have a thing for you. I didn't quite understand what your need is. Yes, because the movie is boring, but what do you need? Why do you need to do? You said physical activity. I'm interested to hear why do you need it? What's your
So
need?
I really would like to do physical activities because whole week I'm sitting in an office for 8 hours per day, and physical activities would bring me more joyness rather than go to cinema.
Okay, you're really helping the person to empathize with you because you're giving the real reason why. Now, like, I'm instantly, okay, yes, she sits there 40 hours per week. She wants just to go somewhere and like jump, run, dance, and not sit another like 3 hours watching a film. Great. Do you guys see it? Is it working for you or no?
Yes, very helpful actually to explain the reason. Actually, I like Japesh's presentation today because it was practical. It's very helpful.
Actually, yeah, maybe we can. finish now. Okay, Marina, no, who is left? Japesh, can you read this one? We'll read 2 more slides and conclude.
How to focus on the needs of a person, figure out their values, try to probe deeper from the surface into the heart of another person, come in contact with your value, which will bring you to your heart.
And practically speaking, you can just ask, well, what do you need? If the person does not remember, like maybe you need to ask them, what do you need? What do you want? Okay, let's just kind of do that next time. So we'll start with what 4 reactions can follow the negative emotion: aggression, threat, and blame. But let's conclude with this practical activity, like Japesh is saying, kind of determining the difference between blame, with evaluation and observation. Let's just try. Let's just practice the first observation part. I'll just be giving you scenarios, and you guys just kind of let's try to do it. Japesh, you and Swasti. Okay, you are husband and wife, and Japesh. Okay, so yeah, just share your observations. So you're the one trying to use this technique, but you're just gonna use the observation. And then after you share your observation, Japesh, Swasti, you will share your observation about Japesh. So there is some dissatisfaction or something is brewing, guys. There is some conflict in this relationship, so you need to share your observation.
Okay. Swasti, I noticed you went out to dinner with your friends 4 days this week. And you let me know each time last minute. So do I go into feelings or needs, or just the observation?
No, just observation.
Oh, Japesh, I I was expecting one of my best friends would visit me, so I went with her to the dinner, and then she wanted to visit more place. I could not say no because she's new in the city and she does not know anybody. So and then we went 3 more times to dinner.
That's a huge observation. That's just like a paragraph, Tolstoy style novel. Okay, no, you just simply don't like something about, you feel you feel angry about something that your husband Japesh is doing. And you just have to make an
Okay.
observation. Short, nice and
Okay.
sweet. Let's try.
All right. So Japesh, I mentioned that you coming from work very late, and I
Be specific. What does late
oh
mean?
okay, yes, you're right. I observed that you coming from your work at 8 o'clock while you finishing at 4 o'clock, 5 or 4 o'clock. So why you coming late all the time? Because there is no much traffic and you driving a car. What make you to stay?
Almost perfect. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I've been
No need, no need,
no
Japan.
response. Okay.
We'll just practice in observation. I know that you want to do this drama, but let's do 2 more. Okay. Tejashi and Marina, you've been together, guys. So no. All right. Akamati and wait a second. It's not okay. I will do one with Tejashi and Marina will do one with Akamati. Okay, Marina and Akamati, go ahead. You guys are neighbors.
Okay. Marina, do you want to start?
Yes, sure.
Keep it concise, detailed, and specific.
I noticed that the only plant that we have in our shared space, I don't know how this is called here, is very dry.
Okay. Okay, Marina, I noticed that that you had a guest yesterday, and it was a little bit noisy, so like uh, like a huge sounds and music from your room, which was a little bit destructive for me. So
Okay, that's good. That's just good. It's good. It could be even more specific if you said the time when it was playing, but it was great, almost perfect.
okay.
Okay, Tejashi, last one. You share your observation with me, and somebody you can give relationships to us. Maybe Ekamati or Marina.
What if you will be a brother and sister, and you discuss and you have an argument um, about visiting your parents or helping your parents?
Okay.
Observation only, right?
Yes.
Mm. Mm. Nirmal, you did not give, looks like you did not give a hug our grandfather.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what can I say? Tejashi, when when our mother called us, 2 hours ago, you picked up the phone and just put it down without saying anything to her. You just put it down. You cut off the line. So good. It's good. So I think we're making some progress with those observations. Being observant, being curious, being very objective. It's good. Non-judgmental. And meditation kind of helps to do it. So next time we'll continue with these emotions, and hopefully Aditya will present his part, and I will finish with with another presentation. We'll talk more about how to basically process negative emotions, how to say no, and this is it. Do you have any questions? I'll just stop recording.